It is Chloe Demore from Save the Victor Rule. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And it's that time of month, and it's the first day of the year. It's 2026. Wow. Where did 2025 go? Into the crapper where it belongs. So anyways, we're doing our monthly collab with Makeup Therapy, and it's January, and we are using the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Medusa palette and the brand new Death Tarot palette by Cosmic Beauty. So if you want to see the look I create, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. All right, can you believe it? 2026. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Alrighty, so it is that time of month. We are playing with these two palettes. This is the Beauty Moon palette, and this is the Death Tarot palette from Cosmic Beauty. And yeah, two amazing indie brands, both out of the UK. Both fantastic companies. Tori's an amazing owner. I was gifted this from the lovely Wilma Fingerdo. I've been playing with this, so I really quite love this. And this one, of course, is fantastic. My name twin and her channel, Makeup Therapy, will be doing a video as well. Theirs is going to go up January 2nd, so I guess there's shenanigans for the New Year's. I'm a very quiet person. This year we are just staying home and enjoying the evening because I gotta go back to work on Monday. So we're just going to have a nice and quiet New Year's. 2025 was a lot, so I'm hoping and praying that 2026 is way better. But what's a way to start it? Putting on some fun makeup. So let's look at the color stories. This one, I have this one in my hand here. So this is the newest one here. This is was the one that I originally wasn't sure if I wanted it. I wasn't quite sure of the color story, but these two shades here really called me, especially this one. And then once I got it, wow, it looks so much better in person. Hopefully my lighting is doing justice here, but this is a very beautiful palette. So I've done a nice kind of gray blue look. I've done a red look. The reds, I guess, are still ones that I'm struggling a bit. I've done a neutral look with this palette. Oh, I think I've done a gray smoky eye. I've played quite a bit with this palette. And then we've got one. I had ordered a different one, and forgive me, my brain is in meltdown, but it was the one that just came out just before Medusa. And then this one came out, and I was like, why didn't I wait? I could have got this one. But then, you know, patience is a virtue, and this one came my way. So there we go. So this is the Medusa palette. This one I have also been having fun with. I've done, of course, a green look with this, and then I've done a purple look with this. So there we go. So this is the beautiful Beauty Moon. So then we have got the Cosmic Beauty. So I think these two go pretty good together. You could do a mustardy and green look with this one. You can do a gray and a purple look. There's a nice purple, darker purple in here, and a lighter one in here. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do some purples. I think I've done purples in a hot minute. Y'all, let's do it, because then we can play with these beauties down here. We can play with these beauties here. Let's do a purple look. Wow, I think for me, that's quick. Usually I'm just like, what am I going to do? Oh, let's just stick to the greens or something. But yeah, let's do purple. So I'm quite excited about that because we do have that nice dark one here. And then we've got a slightly cooler, but it's darker in person than it's showing in this photo. So I think this could be fun. They're different shades of purple. I think we're going to make this work. So we're going to, of course, start with the darkest shade one, and this one is called Awakening. So that will be the first shade that we use. But of course, first we got to do is prime our eyes, and you know it. P. Louise, rumor 2. We're getting on this one. I would say we have about a third of it left, maybe. Yeah, about a third. So I think the one I'm going to use next might be Kaleidos. Might be the one that I use next. So we're just going to take a little dollop there. This one goes a long way. Sometimes I forget and I end up with eye primer everywhere. And then I'm going to use my favorite little Makeup Geek primer brush. I think both my brushes that I use for eye primer are Makeup Geek. One is a more triangle one, but this one is really good for not letting me get getting away with putting too much on my eyes. I think I have a little bit more control with this one, but I think originally this one was dirty, so I started using the other one, and then I just kept using the other one, and I washed my brushes this morning, so I'm like, okay, let's go back to this old favorite. So how did everybody's Christmas go? Was it amazing? Mine was. I, for the first time in a long time, got almost 2 full weeks off. It's been years. Usually I may take tops like a weekend and add a day or two on either side. So I think maybe 5 days has been the longest I've taken in at least 3 years. And I think I might have had about a week, maybe the year before that. So it's been a long, hot minute since I've taken some good time. Usually I take a week, maybe 8 days at Christmas, or work a day or two in between. But our boss kindly gave us 3 extra stat days this year because everybody was just working and doing their thing for 2025. So he rewarded us, besides our yearly bonus, to 3 additional days. So I got 5 paid stat days. So I'm still not, I guess, working through all my vacation because I saved 3 days of it with that, but I'm thrilled. So since I have a new person in my department, I hope that means I will be able to take off time when I want to take off time. So it's been really good. Did Christmas Eve with my parents. Christmas Day is always kind of a write-off for me. I just relax. I open any presents from friends. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, open the presents, make myself a beautiful breakfast and coffee, and relax. Because being European, Christmas Eve is the bomb. When I lived closer to my parents, we would do Christmas Day too, but we're all at the age where we just want to relax. And then I've been having so many plans that over these 2 weeks, that a day or two here and there where I'm doing absolutely nothing is the way to go. So we are now all primed. I'm going to be using, I got gifted these as part, so it was part of my gift from Wilma. I got the Medusa. I got another one from Beauty Moon. Escapes me, and then I will talk about it, I think, in my favorites and stuff. And then I got a one from Nomad Cosmetics that I had been eyeing for a while. And I also got some P. Louise brushes. I had only ever owned one P. Louise brush prior to it, this one. So now I have a full set. So very excited. And the ones that Wilma sent match the set that I have in color. Maybe slightly lighter pink, but it's still the pink ones. So that's a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to start with that purple. Let me take the one that was originally my own brush here, and we're going to go. I think I used to always try finding names for them and going by the names of brushes, but I usually I rarely even use the brushes the way they're supposed to be for. And I don't think this one even says. This just says it's the 117. It's too lost in my blend. And I got this with my very first order I ever did with P. Louise, which was a bundle with the Worldy palette, my first ever one of these bases, and then a couple other color bases. And then I think I got to pick a free gift, which was an additional base and a brush. So I picked that one at the time. So I thought that would be good to test out some P. Louise, test out their brushes. So anyways, this is Awakening, and this is a beautiful purple here. So now I've done my face already. I just thought, you know, not everybody likes to watch super long videos, and if I do my base plus yap like I do, they end up being pretty long. So we're just going to tap that off a little bit. So to try and make sure there is fallout, it isn't on my face. So I was using the Ordinary foundation. I've been trying to finish a Fenty powder, so I finished that. And then I did an unboxing for Profusion Harry Potter. If I remember, I'll link it. I used the blush, what I really like, and I really like the highlighter that came with it. So I added those to my look, and that's it so far. So then I thought we would do an eye look, and then I did bring mascara, eyeliner, and a lippy that we can kind of finish off together. My only other plans today, besides taking out garbage and recycling, is doing some stunning. I had a break off from my class. I'm learning Hebrew at the moment, so my class starts again on Sunday. So I've been trying to get more studying in. another plan for would be today when this video is airing. I have exploded my Facebook and deleted the account. I'm trying to slow down social media, except for way in the beginning, maybe the first couple years I had it, say like 2005 to maybe 2010. After that, I pretty much hated Facebook, so I went out. So I warned everybody at the beginning of December that January 1st, it gets exploded. Instagram will eventually follow, but for now, I think I'm going to keep Instagram just for a little bit. I'm trying not to doom scroll so much, so I'm definitely after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I try not to have social media on, and I just have my phone for in case anybody texts or messages or needs me. But I've been really trying to get off the social media, get back to taking my class and doing homework, reading. I've been buying books like I'm Immortal. I can't remember where I read that quote, but I love it and it fits my life. So I was like, yeah, now we got to start reading these books, and doom scrolling does not help with that. I thought if I can slowly get rid of some of my social media, that would be very helpful. Keeping X because it's a gong show, and at most I lose 10 minutes a day, absolutely tops on it. It's like if I find a good, a good comment section on something, I kind of go through there, laugh my butt off, and then off I go. And then Facebook, sometimes people just post things that annoy the crap out of me. Love my friends, but sometimes a few of them post stuff that I just makes me crazy. So it's like, you know what? And then all the advertising and all, not that Instagram doesn't have tons of advertising, but just all the feels like it's listening to me. So every time I say something or talk to a friend about something, it shows up on my Facebook. And plus I barely go on it. I go on it maybe if I see somebody's birthday to wish them a happy birthday. Today I posted one video, it was a video I watched on YouTube that I thought was very good about people who love cats. And that was probably my first post probably in, weeks of anything. So it's like, you know what, that's the one that can go. All right, so there we go. We kind of placed that first shade, Awakening. I'm going to take the shade that's next to it, and that one is called New Beginnings. And I'm just going to kind of blend out around the edge on it because it is a nice lighter shade. I think I will just use the same brush and just clean it off a little bit. I do like the feel of this little brush. It's kind of soft. It's very soft. It's got a nice bend to it. Oh, it's such a pretty purple. So let's continue on with that. Plus my P. Louise grouping of brushes is not huge, but it does have some nice floofy ones. I forgot that I put highlighter because I was like, oh, I could be using the two big ones for highlighter and blush, and I did my makeup in advance. So there we go. Let's see, what else did I have? I had my best friend over for a few days during my Christmas week, so we kept it pretty light. What did we do? One day we just had a nice wander, did a little shopping. For first night we just kind of packed our stuff here, and then we went and had early dinner, and then we opened presents, watched the Harry Potter, what is it, Magical Bake Off. I can't bake sweets. That's the hardest thing. I love baking. I've just learned how to do sourdough. I do very amazing at challah. I've done, and then I made my first focaccia, which turned out really well. So bread seems to be my thing. If I try to make a dessert, it always seems to be a massive fail. I have one apple cake recipe that I can also turn into muffins that works, and a vegan shortbread cookie that turns out okay. That turns out really good. But everything else usually either makes a big mess in the pan, turns into rocks. So I like watching shows that do crazy desserts. Because I cannot do them. And I had the twins that played the Weasley twins. They were adorable. So yeah, it was fun. Just watching people make these crazy things that move and spit fire and crazy stuff. So anyways, it's like the Halloween, it's also like the Halloween ones I like to watch too. All right, so there we go. We've blended out a little bit there with a New Beginnings. We've got Awakening, New Beginnings. All right, so we're not ready for shimmers yet, so we're gonna let that go. Now we're gonna go into the Beauty New Medusa. And then again, we were talking about purple. So now I'm going to go into the one here that is called Obsidian Fang. So it's that one there. I think that's the one we were going to be placing out front. I'm just going to take another cute floofy brush here. then same thing, we are going to tap it out on here so I don't try to take the chance of not having any fallout. And then we're going to tap some. Yeah, that's a pretty shade. Well, as you can tell, it's a little bit like it left some space there, so I'm probably going to pat in some more of the darker purple. I just wanted to see how I wanted to place this first before I went all out. Time seems to go weird when you're on vacation. Oh, I went and I think oh no, you can't see it here. Maybe I'll post a photo of it. I did mosaic light boxes. My friend and I went out. We had done one. Oh, I can't even see it. It's kind of poking over there. There, right there. Oops, hand. There we go. You can see it poking beside this dude here. There's a little lamp. I had done a Turkish lamp with a friend about 3 years ago, and we had so much fun. They had these little light boxes. So you do mosaics on the backing, and then it goes into a light box, and then you put a cover on top, and then you can and then the box has 3 different settings. Anyways, so we put together light boxes yesterday, and it was so funny. I was like, they give us, you can do your own pattern, or they give you a whack of patterns you can choose. And then I picked this pattern. It was the same pattern I used on the lamp, so I must like that pattern. So yeah, so that was fun. I did that. Yeah, I visited some friends over Christmas. What else did I do? Well, I went somewhere with a friend and now I can't remember where it was we went. But anyway, yeah, so just kind of outs and boots and stuff. All right, there we go. That's really pretty. So now I'm going to go back into that dark purple again, and I'm just going to add a little bit. Where'd that brush go? Just over here and refill that in where I kind of left a little bulge because I didn't know how far I was going to take this next shade. I don't know why. This is something I'm noticing the last little while. I seem to do really nice getting it to the corner here, and then here I always feel like I just put a little bit too much. So I'm going to go see if I can gently, using this brush. It could just be the lights, but it always feels like I get a little bit more in the inner corner than I do on the other side. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. Yeah. Okay. Right, so now for the bottom, I think we're going to continue on with the first purple. So I'm just going to match it on the bottom. So first we're going to go into a little bit into Awakening. Can't wait to see what my beam twin's done, what she's been up to Christmas, other than what I've been seeing her post. Okay, this will probably be, as usual, a pretty simple look. But then you can see if you've been wanting these palettes. The light is always so crazy. Maybe I should turn the light down. I always feel like I got a bald patch, and then I come and I look, and it's like, nope, just crazy lighting. Okay, so there we go. So now let's look at kind of what kind of shimmers we want to do. So this one has 2 purpley ones. So this one is that we've got Moonlight Spell, and then we've got Wrath. So let's look at Moonlight Spell first. This looks like it could be almost a multi-chrome. It is. Oops. So it does. It goes from a green to pink. So I don't think we want to do that. So then we have the shade Wrath, even though it feels so nice on the finger. And then we've got Wrath, which is just a shimmer. That's really pretty. Yes, I think that one we're definitely going to use in something. And then in the Death Tarot, we've got 2 different ones here. We've got one that's called Transformation, and then we've got Renewal, which also may be a duochrome. So let's try Transformation first. So let's do that one there. Oh yeah, it's kind of similar to this one, just a smidge darker. Let me just take another spot on it. Yeah, just close to the same, but a little bit darker. And then Revival, let's try and take a clean finger here. Oh, it just feels so nice. And then we've got Revival here. Oh, that's pretty. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 on the lid and this one on the inner corner. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use this one on the darker spot. So we're going to use Revival on the edge here. So let's grab a little brush. And I do have some spray here. So let's go into Revival. Go and get that darker purple look. That's nice. And then we're going to go into, right, yes, then we're going to go into Transformation to be in the front part. Yeah, that's nice. Nice and shiny. And then we're going to go back into the Medusa palette, and then we are going to take that shade that is called Wrath, and then we're going to stick that into the inner corner. That's really pretty. Go shimmery all around. Okay. Anywho, all right, so we've done that. So let's do a little eyeliner, I think. So I have this one here, Lashy Doodle. I can't remember where I got this. I think I got it. Oh yeah, it has a little stamp. I think I got it in a little goth box. So let's do that there. I know what else I did over my Christmas or near my Christmas vacation. Saw Santa. My friend and I just do it for fun. We go into this mall that's between both. Well, it used to be in my neighborhood, but now it's not. But it used to be between our homes, and we would go see Santa. So we just do for fun. We do a yearly photo. Alrighty, so there we go. So now let's do a little mascara. And then for lipstick, I got this one here. I just grabbed one. I think it is from the Ghostface Killer collection. I don't know if it had a name on it. It doesn't have it anymore. Purple. I might put a little bit of a shimmer on top. So this is like a red shade. We're wearing purple, so I might put a shimmer on top and see how that looks. I mean, a red lip usually goes with everything, but I think something moody and purple would have been better. So let's look at the shimmers here. Let's see what the Moonlight Spell, the one that was the pink, that felt like it went a little orange. Let's tap some of that on her. Oh, so soft. Tap some of that on and see what it does. If it doesn't work, oh well. Okay, yeah, it might work. Okay, it's just so not to wreck my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use another finger. Hey, I think that works. Now we're super shiny. Lit from space. Alrighty, so I think that is it for us today. So this is my January 2026 look. Makeup collab with Makeup Therapy, my IRL name twin, using the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Medusa palette and the Cosmic Beauty Death Tarot palette. And then again, one more quick look at these beautiful color stories. And today we went purple. Thought I would go green, didn't ya? Didn't ya? All right. There we go. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and do monthly collabs together. As always, behave, make good choices, and I and the noisy birds will see you soon. All right, bye-bye.